that, we are ready for Aero the Acro-Bat 2 by the Ox. Let's go.
All right. So this is Aero the Acro-Bat 2. It is the sequel to Aero the Acro-Bat. And of course, there's the prequel to, you guessed it, Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel. That's right. So in the first one, the evil industrialist Edgar Ector is trying to take over the world of entertainment, starting with circuses. Aero is part of a circus troupe, so he thwarts his plans. We thought we defeated him. Turns out he survived, and he is back with a vengeance. I am the Ox, and I'm right here behind me.
Oh, hi, I'm Arkiandruski. I am one of the co-authors of the TAS for Aero the Acro-Bat 2, and I've been following the speed run as it has developed. Like when it first came out, this theme was over 40 minutes long, and now it's 2810, owned by the Ox here.
So if you're wondering why I'm stalling, then I need to do a better job of stalling. Because what I'm doing here is I'm waiting for a specific demo to play, the 5th one to be exact. This is the 4th one here, so after the next one, we'll start the run. The reason we'll do that will be revealed later in the run. So each demo corresponds to one level in the game. You'll probably recognize some of those elements later. Here's demo 5. And so we're ready to get started.
All right, let's go.
So I'll count it down. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so basic gameplay, you can move, you can jump. If you're in the air, you can drill in any diagonal direction or straight down. You cannot drill sideways or straight up. Here we're going to slide up a ramp while facing down it because we can. And the rest of it's pretty straightforward. You cannot drill directly to the side or straight up, as I mentioned, only the 4 diagonals or straight down.
Right.
There's not much RNG in this game. Most of it is basically will an enemy jump. You saw that last enemy jump. That's about the extent of the RNG I have to deal with. This first enemy in this level may or may not jump, but I'm going to do the drill over it just in case. It's only optimal if he jumps. If it's not, I'll have wasted a little bit, but it's okay. It's worth it for being safe. I need all my health in this level.
Yeah, the clowns in these first levels tend to be the worst enemies in the game anyways.
Very precise drill here. I missed it. It's okay. Less precise drill here. Got it. So at least there's that. Get this power up. Clip through the floor. This power up lets me drill twice. The whole reason we did that detour was so when we get here, we can drill twice to skip one of these gears. So we don't have to go all the way across and back again one time. We can also shoot stars. This will be the first instance of that. There are only 2 other places we do it in. If you pick up a star, you can shoot it. And this next level is the next time we shoot stars, and there's one more later in the game. This next level also introduces the first zip. In this game, there are 2 different kinds of zips. There are short zips and long zips. This is a short zip, but it's the hardest one in the game. It's not the most precise, that'll come later, but it is the hardest to execute, in my opinion.
Yeah, and the zips of this kind, they tend to be like hard to eyeball or see because they are like that precise. So Ox is going to do a little bit of a setup here.
So hopefully it won't take too long.
Yeah. So this level normally takes around 2 minutes to finish, and you have to go through a whole bunch of bells that are on a global timer. So
yeah, it's very precise.
That said, the exit is right next to the entrance. So, anyways,
snowboarding level. Who's excited for that?
Yeah, boarding zone. This is a set of very technical levels. A lot of stuff you can do to speed up and slow down the level. So we're going to try to make it as explained as possible.
Yeah, very fast paced. So don't blink if you want to catch everything.
Right. So.
Yeah, that was level 1.
Right. So now for level 2, you can complete it just holding down one button.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. How's it going, audience?
Right. Unfortunately, for level 3, though, you can't beat it just by holding down a couple of buttons.
This is the one trick I really hope I don't mess up. What's happening?
Oh, no. What's going on?
I don't know. This has never happened. I think there's a soft lock or something. It's okay, we do have a level select code. Is it okay if I just reset it? I don't know what happened, it just stopped. Sorry about that. We'll just use level select to go to the next one. And now it's not even coming on.
Oh, dear.
Okay. Takes me back. Okay. We're going to enter the level select just to get to the next level. So board in zone 3 was pretty much more of the same, but there's one little piece in it that you have to do a little spin. And you know what? I'll actually show it off because it doesn't take long. It's intended anyway. It's part of the route. So this is the level select code. I'm just putting it in. Nope, that's not it. Hang on, sorry. It's all right though. This is still pretty much baked into the estimate. We're okay. Okay. So we're gonna act like we played that demo, but we're gonna do it the faster way by just skipping to that level in the level select. The way we do that is just like this. And then I'll show off board in zone 3. Okay, so that's actually the reason we went to that demo, because of this glitch, being able to set this value to be higher than intended. You're not supposed to finish these levels till you reach the right edge. But if you start off at a higher speed than the screen expects you to, then it doesn't scroll fast enough, you hit the right edge right away, and you beat it before reaching the end of the level. So now we move on to Fort Red Star. This level also starts off with our next quick zip. And the reason we're here, we didn't get to see it, but let me set this up real quick. Okay, let's try this again. All right. There we go. Yeah, so you didn't get to see it because it was a cutscene, but after Bell Castle, there was a girl named Batasha, get it? She showed up and told us she needs our help. She's been kidnapped by Boris the Beast, who keeps this fort. And Boris wasn't with her at the time, so it seemed kind of suspicious, but you know, being a gentleman that he is, he figured might as well go and check. So here we are in Fort Red Star. This next level introduces the first long zip of the game, the first of 6, and they come in pairs. So for this one's a little harder. I have to execute 30 downward drills while moving forward 1 pixel at a time into the wall. So it takes about 30 seconds each one. I'll let you know when each one is coming up, because I think after this first one, the rest of them are a pretty good time for donations. If I mistime any of them, I basically have to start the zip over.
Yeah, both early and late.
Okay, well, we do have a few donations. $15 from LightCloud77. Thank you for all your work in this amazing event. I watch it all the time and even plan my vacation to see all the great runs.
There it is. All right. Please don't bonk. Please don't bonk. You didn't bonk. That's good. Oh, that was bad. But you didn't bonk, so that was good. You kind of run the risk of that. Even after you execute one of those zips, there's still a chance, a very small chance that you can fall out, which is dangerous. But yeah, I mentioned they come in pairs. That was the first one, so next one's right after it. And this is Red Star 3. And this level's not as high as 2, but it's much wider, so there'll be even more running at the top. So go ahead with those donations again.
Mm-hmm. Sure thing. We have $100 from Dotspec. No clever comment, just shout out to everyone behind the scenes at SGDQ. $50 from Humbatsky. With the nice community and original games, it's always a joy to watch some GDQ. Keep up the great work and greetings from Belgium. $25 from Macmillian. That four-way Super Mario Bros. 3 race has to happen.
All right. You can keep going. There's kind of a long run here.
Oh, sure thing. $15 from Prometheus. My past days, watch GDQ, go to bed, wake up, watch GDQ. That's my kind of summer vacation. Oh, and let's get that Kingdom Hearts 3 boss greetings from Germany.
All right, so you get to see most of the level that you would have to normally platform through, but then you just fall through this ceiling, and there's level 3. Now we're coming up on Boris the Beast, the whole reason we're here, to see if he has Batasha. We get to him, we find out he doesn't have Batasha, but he's angry that we reached here, so he wants to fight us anyway. So hopefully we can get this optimally. There's not really much interesting here, just gonna hit him as long as he's vulnerable. So I guess we can do a few more donations.
One thing real quick, boss patterns are basically fixed in this game, so it's a lot about memorizing what they're doing. But go ahead.
Oh, sure thing. We have $15 from Celine. Been watching old videos for a year now, and I am so happy to finally get to watch this live and donate. Here's for the Mario 3 race.
All right. So real quick, in this second part, Boris is going to be hiding behind a damage barrier, but he's still vulnerable underneath it, so if we take damage from it, we can pass through it and hit him on the other side.
Yeah. The rest of these is just about timing and then dodging these icicles. I do have one hit to spare, so it's okay if I do get hit, but I'd rather not.
Go ahead with the donations.
Yeah.
Sure, we have $10 from Coco Mouse. Hello, GDQ. Wish I could be there, but it was not meant to be. Perhaps next year. Also, hi, Yoshizilla.
Yeah, so we found out she's not there. So what's next to do? That's the end of the story. Except Aero remembers he has band practice. That's right, he's part of a band. So this level, called Disco Fever, is all about finding his band. Oh, that guy was supposed to jump over me, but I jumped into him instead. Fun fact, this is the only level in the entire run that we do completely as intended. There's no exploit at all. No going up ramps, no zips, none of that. So if it seems pretty straightforward, that's because it is, until that happens. But it's okay. Each of these levels ends with a keyboard, and you have to press that button and then press all these keys in the order that they show you to make the magic box appear. This first one is straightforward. Okay, it's supposed to be straightforward. For someone who's good at the game, it's straightforward. I wish I were good at the game.
All right, so this next level is like the most precise zip in the game. It's like got a quarter of a pixel, basically, of leeway. So the Ox is going to be using a much more involved setup just to make sure that he gets it right.
Already messed up once. Okay. Oh, almost had it. Okay, let's do it again. Nice.
And there we go.
There we go. That was the one I mentioned earlier when I said that first one wasn't the... Okay. That was not supposed to happen.
Okay, who wants to see that zip again?
Yeah, that was the whole point. All right. Not too bad. Not a terrible loss. So we're okay. And we're going to play it safe here because don't want that to happen again. Normally you should be able to just run and jump right through those, but anyway. Double slide swag. No, I missed it. That's too bad. It's possible if you slide at just the right time to slide through both of those with one. Oh, push down. I should have mentioned one more mechanic is while you're running really fast, you can press X to slide. And that's how you get through small gaps like that. This next level has one quick zip in the middle, much easier than these. Or much easier than the last one at least. And it has another sort of clip. It just takes advantage of a power-up, not really a glitch. Yeah, we're gonna go slow on those. because I've kind of exhausted my my life limit for all the tricks that I want to do. So this power-up, like I said, it gets us 2 drills in the air. So we're going to use that here, bounce off him, and then use our 2 drills to go through that symbol. And then we go up this tuba the way it's supposed to be used. It'll launch us up this way. Then we just make our way through here, nothing special until we get to the zip coming up. This one, like I said, is much easier, but it's also through, you know, a set of platforms, and here we go. There. Here's the stars, except they're musical notes now. And that was the last instance of stars in the game, in the run at least, because that was just used to get by that enemy there. Once the enemy is hit by those, their hitbox kind of disappears for a little bit. So that lets us go right through them. And now we just make our way to the end. And we hit our last keyboard of the run. Nice. Just glad I didn't miss any keyboards. That was another thing I was kind of hoping for. So now we get to my band, and they tell me, hey, this girl named Batasha was just here. So news to me, they tell me she left with some guy named Dr. Dis. So here I go to Dr. Dis Industries just to see what's going on. Now, early on in this level, I'm going to be taking a little bit of a detour oh, this guy went the wrong way, but that's okay. I'm going to take a little detour to go and get a fire power-up, and the reason that's relevant will be made clear in a little bit. It seems like a really big detour, so the thing that it saves time on must be pretty significant, and in fact, it is. So you'll see coming up. The end of each of these levels, it doesn't end like any of the other ones where you have to go to a magic box. Each of these levels ends with a boss. So we're gonna make our way over there now. Through these plungers.
Is that what they are?
Yeah, I don't know, that's what I call them. That's what they look like to me. Now this slide I go early so I don't fall off. These fans are one-hit kill. It is possible to get through 2 of them in one cycle. I'm not gonna try it just because it's an extremely tight window, and maybe if I were on a really good pace, I might, but yeah. in a marathon, it's not worth trying.
The other thing I like about that fire power weapon is it allows you to go through enemies rather than bouncing off of them. Okay.
There he goes.
Boss down.
So normally when I hit an enemy or a boss, my hitbox disappears as soon as I hit him, but with fire, you go through, so he just keeps taking damage, and he dies quickly with one swoop. So the detour actually does save time. Oh, here's the next long zip. Number 3, so go for it with the donations.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We have $25 from Spice Opod. I played the Aero games a lot as a kid, and I'm so excited to watch a speedrun of it here at SGDQ. Thank you, the Ox. Can we get some claps from the audience for the Ox? He's doing a great job. $30 from King TDN. Wow, these zips are absolutely batty. I'm glad the Ox isn't winging it. He is absolute Acro-Bat at this game.
All right, now we go through this ceiling to boss number 2. We don't have a fire power-up, so we have to do the quick kill the normal way. He has a hurt box as long as Dr. Dis is on the control, so I have to wait for him to leave. Hopefully I get 3 hits in here. Yeah, that was 3, and hopefully I get 3 more before he gets to the next controls. It is very precise. This next one I have more leeway though. You'll see it's gonna take him a while to get to the first controls again, so I have some time to finish this. It's even possible to get 5 hits if you missed one earlier. Hopefully I won't need to do that. But that was an optimal boss 2 fight.
Right, another lawn set coming up, so if you have donations.
Yeah, they come in pairs.
Oh, sure. We have $35 from Kei Koapono, first time donating, and I want to give a huge thanks to everyone involved at SGDQ 2019. Also, an equally huge thank you to everyone who's donated. You're making such a wonderfully positive difference in the world. Thank you. No, thank you. $50 from Garnet216. Not actually watching at this moment, but I thought I'd throw in a donation to celebrate my promotion to assistant manager at work. Put this money towards Therion, Story, and Octopath, my favorite of the bunch, and one that genuinely helped me through a dark time. And if a certain voice actor's tweets are believed, I'll be keeping an eye out for a possible incentive involving Darius from the same route.
Yeah, similar to Red Star, this one is a much longer, or much wider ceiling, so we'll do all that running we get here. This boss it's pretty much the same pattern, except the hurt box looks kind of funny. So that was me missing the first of the 3 sections. Hopefully I can make it up. No, it's not gonna be able to. It's all right. We'll just do it a little bit slower, that's okay. Or not, okay. You missed the drill down. All right, not bad. He just stays at the controls for longer this time. And then 2 attacks. Yeah, for this boss, he's a little bit more punishing. But we're through.
All right.
Now, surprise, Batasha was a spy. And the first time that she met Aero, she actually took a piece of his bat wing, which you'll see here in a moment. Rapidly accelerated growth, it becomes a clone of Aero called Alter Aero. Unfortunately, I only have 1 extra life left, so I'll have to use it here. I won't get to show off kind of a death abuse in the next level. I'll explain it, and you might be able to see what it is. But it's much, much faster to use my extra life here. And I'll tell you why in a second, once this guy breaks out. So his pattern was also pretty much fixed. Those fireballs can chase you around for like 5 or 6 seconds. And we're not having that. So every fireball that comes out, we're just taking the damage. That's why we end up losing 1 life. Yeah. Definitely worth it. Oh, I should have done that one differently. Yeah. So it's actually a good thing I only have 1 hit left here because he's going to shoot 2 fireballs, and I'd like to get the second one right after I come back from spawning. So I can go straight into this phase. Sometimes he'll give me an extra hit there, like he'll keep chasing me. It's not very common. Here it's actually possible to get him twice in 1 attack, but it's a very tight window, and if I miss, I'm probably going to get hit, which I can't afford right now. I need all my health. So there's 1, and there's 2, and this guy comes. Hopefully this is it. Yep. So there's if he doesn't give me, thanks. If he doesn't fly for extra time, then that's basically the optimal response to that scenario. Now I find out that whole thing with Batasha was just a distraction, and Ector's been rounding up circus performers all along. My whole troupe, which is named the Flying Pepperonis, I'm not making that up, they've already been captured. So I can't do the death abuse, so we'll just keep going. I could take unintentional damage instead of intentional damage, I guess. Yeah, normally in this level, I would have taken 1 hit there, and then I would take another hit here coming up, and when I reach a checkpoint, anytime you die after reaching it, well, there we go, it took damage again. I'm just so used to taking damage at those 2 spots, that's where I took it. Anytime you get this checkpoint right there, that's the one, you'll see it again here, because after you get this switch, I would die to that guy and then respawn at the checkpoint. In this case, I have to backtrack. I'm going to get this for safety. I don't need it, but just in case. So that could have been a few seconds faster just by if I had an extra life to lose at that point. But yeah, now we have another long zip, so donation time.
Yes, sir. We have $25 from Anonymous, a humble tip for Tippy to read. Thanks for everyone to make this possible. Appreciate it. Thank you. $5 from Tom Tom Banana. Thank you for the amazing show. Less than 3. $15 from Klingon Knife Fights, donating for the ever-important upcoming Mario Bros. 3 race. Less than 3. $30 from Anonymous, Activia.
That one looked a little weird because this wall doesn't look the way it's structured. This ceiling actually is too thick for me to go down, so I'll have to pass the magic box, go down a thinner ceiling right here, and then kind of backtrack to it. Obviously, it's still much faster than going through the level. Oh, okay. Didn't go high enough. Let's try that again. There we go. Fortunately, the box is still spawned, so I can just jump straight into it. Now, I did say they come in pairs, and there is a long zip in this level, but unlike all the others, it's not at the start of the level. It comes a little bit later. There are actually 3 zips in this level. The first is a platform zip that only gets used once in this category. And then the second one is kind of a hybrid long, short zip. First, I'm going to use this guy to get up here. Save a little bit of time platforming there. Those maces are also one-hit kills. Here's the platform. If I stand on this right edge as it's swinging to the right, and then I go up here, I jump into the wall on my next attempt, of course. He landed on the right edge, but he didn't stay on. So I need to hopefully not die. Okay, let's try one more time. This is also a pretty precise position. And if I stand on a platform too long, it sinks in and hits me, so I need to keep jumping in order to get this down. That should do it, yeah. Okay, there's that. Then go a little bit slow here because I don't want to get this one-hit KO. And then here's the long zip.
All right, so donations?
Sure thing. We have $25 from Beefbo. First time watching the stream live. Big shout out to all the people working behind the scenes putting the show together. A week of speedrunning with Mario Maker 2 at the end of it. What god did I please? $30 from 0252. I hope the RNG is with everyone today. If not, well, at least make it a blast.
Okay, there we go.
And then...
Just have to kind of wobble through there.
Yeah.
Right. Remember to hold Star Talks.
Yes, that's right. Oh, not yet. That's funny. Some cutscenes you want to skip will start. Now, I can't think of a better way to end a run at a GDQ event than with a 5-minute auto-scroller on a train. This train is normally called the Ector engine, but tonight we're going to change it. This train tonight is going to be called the Donation Train. So if you're watching this right now and you've been waiting for a good time to give a little something, this is the best time because for the next 5 minutes we are on the donation train.
All right, you heard the man. We are currently on the donation train. So if you are going to get any donations in, now is the time to do it. We have $5 from Scada. First time watcher here all the way from Jamaica. Keep up the good work. We have a few donations referencing one of our prizes. $15 from Elena F. That chainmail Triforce looks awesome. I must have it. Bonus points that my donation goes towards such an awesome and incredible event and cause. $15 from Catonix. 82. Ooh, what's this? Notices Zelda prizes. Take my money. We have $30 from Cray T. Dizzle at a Coheed and Cambria concert right now in San Diego, but still need to get in more donations. So keep up the great work, everyone.
Yeah. There's not much to talk about on this. It's really just go with it, don't die, and keep going.
Well, we are a little short on donations currently, so if you guys could please give anything that you have, even every dollar counts. I would like to mention some of the challenges that we have coming up. We have Cave Story, Chaco's Lipstick for a game incentive, and we are really close, almost about $2,000 away from that, so get those donations in. We are about $20,000 out from the Kingdom Hearts 3 Level 1 CM Dark Inferno, and we still have quite a ways to go on the Super Mario Bros. 3 race for the 4-way race, so please get those donations in.
So the boss coming up in a few minutes, it's possible to finish him off before he enters the basement even once. That's going to be what we're going for. It's all about timing. There's no randomness. Even all of these enemies, they're pretty basic. So we're just chugging along, trying to avoid dying. There is a way to save a little bit of time by dying at some of these checkpoints. If you get a checkpoint on the far right edge, and then you die quickly after that, and then press start quickly after that, you can respawn at the checkpoint, and it'll be closer to the left edge of the screen instead of the right edge, and so that'll save a little bit of time scrolling. But you could lose up to like 78 seconds if you try it and fail by respawning back to the last checkpoint. So that's why it's not really something that's worth trying in a marathon, because each one saves a maximum of a second, if that. Coming up on the next to last checkpoint, and pretty soon we'll see the boss. In the meantime, just enjoy all the traps that Hector has put on this train. Not sure what he was expecting, because this is the train he's using to round up his circus performers, and they're all pretty well caged, so.
We had a few more donations come in to get the donation train continuing. We have $10 from Goers that says, "Gotta get on that donation train. Greetings from Australia. Welcome aboard." $5 from At the Violet Hour. "Jumping on the donation train. Choo choo hype." $5 from Perion that says, "Choo choo." $5 from Matthew. "Shoutouts for everyone in the crowd." Yeah, guys, you awake still? Shoutouts to everyone in the crowd watching some runs during true gamer hours. I'm here with you, and I will donate another $1 for everyone in the crowd who stands up and does some jumping jacks. Note to reader is pronounced Nathu. I'm sorry, Nathu. Go for it, guys. You got this. Never mind, it's almost 2:30 in the morning. You can do it. All right, Nathu, that'd be $13, please, and thank you.
Exercise is important.
Yeah.
We have $75 from Hypercube Honeymax that says choo choo.
Right.
All right, last checkpoint, here comes the boss. It's kind of ironic that this is the last level in the game, and they give you like, how many lives are in this level? Like 15 or something? It's weird.
Right. So time's going to end on the last hit on this boss.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, no. It's okay, it's still possible. It's just going to be a lot tighter now. Okay, there it goes. All right, I can't get him before he goes down, but I'll get him right after.
Yeah. The reason you don't want to is because he heals after he goes down into that trap there.
So I'm going to hit him once here, and then again when he lands, and then 2 more in the air, and after the second one, it's going to be time. There's 1, and time. So yeah, that's Aero the Acro-Bat 2, or at least most of it, the part of the level that you could see. We've foiled this plot again, and now he's gone on to other things, other plans. Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel, if you want to get in touch with that story. Thanks everyone for watching. It's been an honor. This is my first GDQ. I'm really glad to be here. I've got a lot of family watching, so shout outs to them. And yeah, that's it. What was the time?
The time was 31:46.
Nice. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. Thanks, everyone.
That was a great run of Aero the Acro-Bat 2 by the Ox. Thank you so much for watching SGDQ 2019, benefiting Doctors Without Borders. We're going to play a quick Twitch ad, and then we will return in a moment. Welcome back to SGDQ 2019, benefiting Doctors Without Borders, powered by Twitch. We're going to read a few donations for you. I'd like to update everyone that Nathu has kept his word and donated $13 for all of your jumping jacks, so great job, everyone. The message is, thanks for getting the blood flowing and supporting a good cause. Gamer Hours hype. $5 from Kyle47. Happy late birthday to my best pal, Austin. P.S. Bird Wizard remembers. I don't know who Bird Wizard is, but I'm curious now. $250 from the Junk Box. Hey GDQ, the Junk Box here. This donation is from everyone from my stream. You guys kick butt. Donation train hype. Incentive to runner's choice. Had a very nice message come in for the Ox by Crisco Wild, $5, and says, Ox, you're the best speedrunner alive. Good job, buddy. We have $1,111 from the Benefactor. Good tidings, SGDQ. As the dawn approaches, I believe the fates should align for some conquest. May the posing of JoJo's be strong with this one. Signed, yours truly, the Benefactor.